Give the girl a break, Luis. This is probably Sheridan's way of trying to make amends. I mean, she wants to apologize to you.
She say that in so many words?
Hey, buddy. It's time to bust you out of this palace. Sam paid your bail and sent me to pick you up.
I'll go make your release official. Be back in a minute.
Sam would have come himself, but he got tied up at the station.
I don't know how to thank him for posting my bail. Where'd he come up with that much money?
He used his house as collateral.
Damn it. I hate that he had to do that. You know, this should have never happened in the first place, and it wouldn't have if it wasn't for Sheridan.
Hey, don't go there, okay? You know how I feel about her.
Yeah, just hope you know what you're getting yourself into.
Well, if last night was a preview, then I'll be more than glad to get into it.
Last night?
After I drove her back to Harmony, we stopped off at that jazz joint downtown for a drink.
Good for you.
Oh, but it gets better. When I drove her home, she gave me a kiss goodnight. I mean, it wasn't the first time, but, let's just say we took it to another level. Very intense.
You know, you're right. There's no point in us talking about Sheridan.
Hey, I just want to be straight with you about her. I think that, this time Sheridan and I really have a shot. You sure you're okay with that?
Like I said, it's your life, man.
Everything's in order. You are free to go.
Well, Tina, it's been,
Yeah, I know. Real. Hey, just for the record, I do have pretty good instincts. And I know when two people have feelings for each other, no matter what they say. If I were you, I'd find out what went wrong between you and Sheridan before she left Harmony and took off for Paris. Otherwise, you could be missing out on the love of your life.
Thanks for picking me up in Boston, Hank. The backyard never looked so good.
Yeah, it's definitely an improvement over your last digs. Hey, why don't you put that bag away and we'll go grab a bite to eat downtown?
No, you know what? I'm going to head straight to the station. I missed enough work as it is already.
There's something Sam wanted me to tell you on the drive back, but...
Well, look, I mean, if it's about him posting my bail, I'll pay him back as soon as the checks start rolling in.
Well, that's kind of the problem. It could be a while.
What are you saying?
Well, you can't go back on duty until the charges against you are dropped.
Yeah, but I didn't kidnap Sheridan.
I know. You know that, I know that, and Sam knows that. But it's still up to a judge.
Damn it.
Until then, you've been put on suspension and without pay.
Oh, that's great. Now, how's my family supposed to pay next month's mortgage?
Well, I'll be happy to spot you until you get back on your feet.
Well, no offense, Hank, but since when are you flush enough to pay your own way? Much less mine.
I did a couple of good jobs when I was out of town. I'm sitting pretty good right now.
Thanks. Come on, man. I'm not taking money from anyone right now, including you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. You've helped me out more times than I can count. Just take it.
No, just forget about it. You know, I'll find a way to make ends meet. Whatever you're doing right now, I mean, it looks pretty good. Needs an extra guy?
You wouldn't like it, man. It's not your thing.
All right.
What the hell are you doing? You haven't even been in the house yet.
Well, I promised Mom that I'd hire someone to help out in the yard. Since it looks like I'm going to have more time than money on my hands right now, I might as well get started.
Lighten up, Luis.
What is that saying? No good deed goes unpunished, huh? Would you remind me of that next time I decide to fly to Paris on my own expense and save some spoiled little rich girl's life?
You know, that was your choice, man. Don't go blaming her for that.
Not to mention, how am I going to afford an attorney to fight this bogus charge? I don't get it, Hank. What did I ever do to Sheridan to make her want to ruin my life? You know, as long as I live, I'll never understand it. I saved Sheridan's life, and she turns around and tries to destroy mine.
Just chill out, okay?
And how could she justify pressing kidnapping charges against me? Come on, Hank. She must have said something to you about why she's so hell-bent on ruining my life.
So how do you really feel about my best buddy, huh?
I don't know. I guess I'm more confused than anything. I just wish I knew why he kissed me. I wish that he knew how sorry I am for having him put in jail. Do you think that maybe you could talk to him? I mean, is that asking too much?
For you, nothing's ever too much. Sorry, man, I can't help you out. But when I talked to her, she was still pretty ticked off at you for dragging her onto the plane.
You see, that's the other thing. Sheridan had it in for me before she even went to Paris. Now, we were getting pretty tight. And then she just hauls off, slaps me across the face. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
So why get so worked up about it? It's obvious that you two just don't click. You're like oil and water.
You know, even Tina, that cop from Boston, she asked me what went down between us. She said I must have done something pretty bad for Sheridan to hate me so much.
She never said anything to me.
You know, when Sheridan first shut me out, I asked her over and over again what I'd done to upset her. Why she changed her mind about me. She never did give me a straight answer. She said that I already knew. You know, maybe Tina's right. Maybe I ought to ask her again, pin her down this time.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not? It's like there's a piece missing from the puzzle.
Look, you already know how she feels about you. So why keep going back there, especially when she doesn't mean anything to you, like you say?
Yeah, well, maybe before. Now she's messing with my livelihood. She's messing with my family's well-being.
Well, what you need is a lawyer. You know, somebody that can handle any kind of communication between you two. You're just too close to it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I ought to leave it alone.
I'm just telling you what I would do. Now, since you don't have to work, why don't we go grab a bite to eat?
Well, I got too much to do around here.
All right. Suit yourself, man. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
See ya.